Okay, so I didn't want to talk about what's going on in today's world because it's too much of a debate. You know, you get all the angry internet losers right away. Start with you. Don't feel like dealing with that. Um, but I do want to make a video because I want to say something. The kids are being bullied. If you're watching this, if you're a kid that's being bullied and you're watching this, I want you to come to me. If you feel like you have nobody to go to, your parents aren't going to understand, whatever, come to me. And if you are in a close enough radius, I will come to your school and I will go to your principal and tell him, listen, little Johnny's being a fuckface and I'm going to social studies to go teach his ass a lesson, okay? Give me a visitor's pass, if need be. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because I have a son. And, knock on wood, but tomorrow is not guaranteed. Anything can happen, okay? And if one day I'm not there and my son is dealing with some shit like this, I hope that there's somebody he's comfortable enough to go to tell, listen, this is what's happening to me. And I don't want to live anymore because of it. Will you help me? And whoever he tells, that person says, of course I'll help you. That's my only wish. So now that I'm a parent, I understand. So that's why I'm doing this. Because if you're one of those kids and you're watching this, my Instagram is below. Message me. I will not put your business out there. I will not talk about it. Message me and I will talk to you. Sometimes just talking to somebody will help. Just having somebody to talk to, okay? Kids today are fucks, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the parents, when I say these discussion videos, I'm talking real shit. I'm not talking about made-up scenarios in my head. I'm telling you guys real stories that I've either heard or witnessed myself, okay? With my eyes. I've seen it, okay? When I worked in the lab, I would have kids come in all the time, bad as hell, tearing up my lab, cursing their mother out, hitting their mother. And you know what the mother would say? If you don't stop, you're not getting that toy. Okay? You're not. What? He wouldn't be getting jack shit till fucking Christmas. Are you kidding me? You have to bribe your kid? That's why everybody's a little crybaby. They're being bribed. You have to be bribed to behave? Oh my God. People my age and older, they're like, what the fuck? That never went down when I was a kid. Let me tell you something. If my mom told me, stand here, because I'm looking at this coat, and I didn't stand there, you better believe my ass would have gotten embarrassed in front of everybody in JCPenney's. And I knew better, so I didn't move, okay? These kids are putting their hands on their parents, and all the parents doing is, stop it right now, or you're not getting ice cream. Ice cream? That kid wouldn't leave his room for a fucking week if he was mine. Are you kidding me? That's why there's no respect. If your kid is not respecting you, the person who shit him out and carried him or her for 9 fucking months, that motherfucker ain't gonna respect nobody. Here's another thing I love. When you hear parents talking, right? And they're like, not my son, not my daughter. They would never do that, ever. Let me tell you something. Just because your kid is a little saint in front of you doesn't mean that they're not a little prick when you walk away, okay? Because I've seen it, okay? I've seen plenty of kids that act like little angels, and then when mommy and daddy aren't around, they're son of a bitches, okay? And it's disgusting. And it's because they know that their parents are like, oh, my Not my little boy. No. Yes, your little boy. He's a fuckface, and he's gonna get punched. Okay? Another thing, instead of everybody being a little punk and whipping their phone out to record another person getting physically hurt, go tell somebody. Start screaming for help like the sky was falling. Jump in. What happened to people having pride in themselves, in their schools, in their towns? What happened to pride? My friend, who's a guy, I was in the 12th grade. He was getting, well, they were trying to jump him, okay? They weren't doing a good job. They were trying to jump him, okay? There was a couple of them, all guys. I jumped in, little old me. This was before I was, really going. I went to the gym, but I wasn't into weightlifting like I am now. I wasn't tough. I'm not invincible, okay? I could still get knocked the fuck out. I jumped in, and I knocked a motherfucker out. You're not gonna jump somebody on my watch, friend or not. He was my friend, he's my friend still, but that's not the point. You're not gonna do that on my watch. And these people are all just taking their phone out and recording it. That's the first thing that comes to your mind, to record it. I've seen people recording people jumping off buildings to commit suicide. That's your first instinct, is to, and these are adults. Your first I need to know something. Is the government putting shit in our water? How fucking stupid are people today? What is wrong? I watched a couple of videos with that whole march with the gun thing, and this guy was asking people, what is an assault rifle? What are you here for? These people couldn't answer him. That's the type of people that are bringing up these kids, that are bullying innocent kids for no reason. So the point of this video is, if you're one of those kids and you're being bullied and you feel like you just there's no getting out of this, you're gonna end it, you're done, you can't deal with it anymore, I'm gonna ask you to just pause that thought, okay? I'm not trying to talk you out anything, just talk to me. And let's see if we can figure something out, because taking your life because of a fucking loser that needs his ass beat or her ass beat is not the answer. You may go on and become a doctor or a lawyer and have a beautiful family, and you could be rich and famous. You don't know what your future holds. Don't take your life at such a young age, 16, 17, because of a punk ass bitch that needs his ass beat or her ass beat. Fuck that. Tell somebody, because I'm going to tell you something. If you DM me and tell me this, I'm coming to your school. I'm coming to your school, and I will make a big scene, because it's not right. And there are so many protests, like the women's march, right? These women, this made me laugh. These women that want to be taken seriously have signs that they made of vaginas. Bitch, ain't no one taking your ass seriously. First of all, that's an ugly vagina you made. That's disgusting. If your shit looks like that, no wonder why you're so angry, okay? That's number one. Number two, where is the class? Where is class in people? There's no class anymore. There's no class, there's no respect, there's no dignity, there's no pride, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's just disrespectful motherfuckers that deserve to get one of these from Goodfellas. That's what they deserve. And it gets me so heated. Let me tell you, for instance, I never was a witness. You watch these videos, right? And you see everybody with their phone out. I've never actually seen that in person, except for one time. I went out with my friend to the club, and there was a rapper that was going to be there. And he was a low-budget nobody that's trying to be somebody. He brought a bad crowd. Let's just put it that way. And I had a bad feeling, but we tried to make the best of it. And I'm like, we drove all the way here. It was Emporium in Patchogue. If you're from Long Island, you know what I'm talking about, which they're closed now, hence, okay? Shortly after this story, they closed, okay? And we're on the dance floor dancing. We're trying to have a good time. And all of a sudden, a fight breaks out next to us. And we, grab each other and move. And I'm like, holy crap, it was getting serious. And a bouncer comes running down to break it up. And all of a sudden, people start pushing random people into the ball of fighting. People are getting, I've never seen this in my life, people were getting their face stomped in. And I'm like, oh my God, there was a kid, a guy standing next to me. He just disappeared. The person behind us threw him into the crowd. He was getting stomped the fuck out. So my first instinct was, get the fuck out of here, okay? So me and my friend turn around and try and get off the dance floor. There's a barricade of people behind us. Now I'm like a midget, and so is she. There's a barricade of people, like sky high behind us, recording it, like pushing us, recording it. I was like an animal. I was like, get the fuck out of my way. I was pushing people. I was like a fish trying to get out of a net. I was like, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing right now? People are getting their faces rearranged and you're like, world star. I wanted to punch them in the fucking face. I just didn't feel like getting thrown into the crowd. And 3 weeks later, I found out this was right after I was attacked. So I had really bad anxiety. And I only went out because my friend was like, let's get you out. Let's have a good time. Let's laugh. This made my anxiety go through the roof. 3 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. So thank God that I just got out of there, okay? But that's besides the point. What is going on up in here with everybody? What is going on up in here? Like, I'm not understanding. It's really scary, okay? So if you're a victim to this, if you have videos, if there's videos of you being pushed around by a punk ass bitch, come to me, DM me, okay, and tell me what's going on. And I will be your voice if you don't know how, or if you don't have not everybody has courage. Listen, I was a meek, quiet kid, okay? I never did anything with a boy. I was not that girl, okay? So if you are one of those people and you don't feel like you have a loud enough voice and you don't have the courage, come to me. Because this bitch has grown up to have plenty of courage. And I will stand up for you. I will be your voice. And that's the point of this video. Because I sense that a lot of kids think they're alone in the world. And that they just want to end it. Don't just end it. Okay? You don't know what tomorrow holds. You may all of a sudden get a scholarship and become a lawyer on TV. You don't know what your life holds. Don't end it, because you know what? Years later, you may become something great, and you're gonna hear about that punk that was bullying you. They're gonna be the trailer park loser. Okay? That's what they're gonna be. Whose electric gets shut off in the middle of the winter. Okay? That's what they're gonna be, because they're a punk. Okay? And for the parents out there that are always like, not my son, not my daughter, stop being ignorant. When I got into trouble, I was guilty until proven innocent, and I needed to prove myself. My mom never turned around and said, well, not my daughter. She'd never lie to me. My mom used to turn around and be like, so what happened? Let me hear what you have to say first. And I already knew better not to lie. I told the truth. Whether I was wrong or not, I told the truth, because I knew if I lied, I was in for it. That's the problem. These kids, they have no fear. They're not afraid of nothing. They know that they're going to go home and they're just going to sit on their phone and get their way. And that's the problem with today. So, just hear me out. If you're being bullied, come to me. Come to somebody. It doesn't have to be me. You may think I'm nuts. Maybe I am. Come to somebody. Don't end it. Don't end your life. It's not worth it. There's too much. I keep hearing these stories, and it's so upsetting. And it's really upsetting because I have a son now, and like I said in the beginning, I would never want him to feel like he needs to end it because of a bitch ass. No. Go to somebody. Have a voice. If you do, you're going to feel better about yourself, and you're going to gain courage, okay? If you can stand up and do it. So don't end your life, please. That's all I'm saying. I'm tired of going on Facebook. Out of all the things you see, I'm tired of seeing these young kids that ended their life because of a bitch-ass motherfucker, okay? So come to somebody, talk to somebody, okay? That's the point of this video, and that's it. I'm not trying to debate with nobody. Just come to me, okay? Thanks.